There's a famine in the Holy Land, so Abraham and his beautiful wife Sarah are forced to go to Egypt. Sarah is abducted by Paro, Pharaoh's officials, and brought to the palace. And Paro lavishes gifts on Abraham to curry favor with him. God has to intercede to protect Sarah, and eventually she's returned to Abraham, and they go back to the Holy Land. Later, there's the First World War. The 4 kings rebel against the 5 kings. They win. They capture Avram's nephew Lot. Avram takes some troops, goes into battle, defeats the 4 kings, and he saves the wicked king of Sodom. He makes an offer to Abraham. Listen, you keep the spoils of war. Big deal. Avram's entitled to them anyway. Just give me the men back. And Avram gives him a whole lecture. He says, I'm not taking anything from you, not even a shoelace, because I don't want you to tell people that you made me rich. Which begs the obvious question. Why did Abraham accept the gifts from Paro and then reject the gifts from the king of Sodom? It can't be because the king of Sodom was wicked, going to get his real soon along with the rest of his city and the surrounding cities. But Paro was also wicked. He didn't have Sarah kidnapped so that he could stay up late and engage in deep, meaningful conversations with her. God had to intercede to protect her. Commentators offer a number of different answers. One of them is that at the time that Avram was offered the gifts by Paro, he had debts. On his way down to Egypt, he stayed at a number of inns and he couldn't pay. He had to give them IOUs. I'll pay you on the way back. So he didn't have the right to engage in some extra act of righteousness at the expense of his creditors. He had to take that money because he owed them. In contrast, when he faced off with the king of Sodom, he was already wealthy. He had gotten the money and the riches from Paro. So there he was able to engage in an act of midas chasidus, an extra act of piety, because he didn't have creditors at the time. And that's also why he told the king of Sodom, hey, I'm not taking anything from you, but my soldiers, they can take these spoils of war. They deserved it. Lesson is that you can't do something righteous on the back of someone else while stepping on their toe. As a great rabbi once said, there's nothing more dangerous than someone on their way to do a mitzvah. Let's listen to this story. A number of years ago, a fellow went out to evening prayers, drives to the closest synagogue. He gets there, the parking lot is full, and they're about to start the prayers. He sees the handicapped spot is open. He says to himself, prayers are about to start. I think I can park there. So he parks there, he prays, and he leaves. But afterwards, guilt is gnawing at him. So he calls a well-known rabbi in his community, asks him, did I do the right thing? And the rabbi says to him, you have to pray again. He says, no, Rabbi, I already prayed. I'm just asking you, the next time around, is that the right thing to do? The rabbi says, listen to me. You have to pray again. Your prayers didn't count. You think God is listening to your prayers while you're parked in the handicapped spot? It's such a lesson for us. Do mitzvahs, do righteous acts, but not at the expense of others. If you do that, not only have you hurt them, taken advantage of them, but up in heaven, it doesn't even count.